How's it going, everybody? I'm Cherokee Ronnie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how to do an override switch on your Jeep Cherokee. This is parts that I bought from my local Advanced Auto or AutoZone or O'Reilly's or whatever. It's not a kit that I ordered. I want to show you guys that you could go to your local parts store and purchase this stuff, or you can even get on Amazon or eBay and get the stuff, or you can just go get a kit, but this is a little bit cheaper. Now, I've done this to older Cherokees and newer Cherokees, and I'm finally doing it to the Cherokee that I own now because, well, we all know how Cherokees are. You'd like to be able to kick that fan on when you're slow crawling, you know, trail riding or setting at a red light. You'd like to be able to kick that fan on and turn it back off when you'd like, but we don't want to wire it straight up because that's not fun. Then you have to flip it on, then you forget, then you go in the house and you leave it on overnight and the battery's dead, blah, blah, blah. This is a way that will override the fan where you can flip it on when you want, but the computer still controls the fan when it needs it. Now, if you do this mod to your Jeep Cherokee and you get a check engine light, which is very unlikely to get one, I haven't got one. Like I said, I've done it on the newer ones, I've done it on this one. You can see in the video that I didn't get a check engine light. There's rare incidents out there where people get check engine lights. There's a link in the description below. Click that and it'll show you the wiring diagram that you need to turn off that check engine light. This usually works pretty good on all the Cherokees that I've ever done, and I haven't got a check engine light. So let's stop rambling and go out here and check it out. The first thing you want to do is find your power wire, right? For your fan. This is the side that goes to the fan. This is the side coming from the wiring harness. So what we're going to do is actually splice into the blue wire right here on the fan side to get this to work correctly. So we're going to go ahead and splice into this. So we got it spliced in. I'm actually going to run it with the stock wiring all the way over there. Then I'm going to put my relay up there. Go ahead and mount it right here. Seems like a good spot. I'm going to run the wiring, like I said, with the wiring harness and bring it right up here. Put a connector on it and connect it right up. Run a wire to the fuse box and bolt it right here. To run your wire from your fuse box, I recommend putting a fuse link between it. That's why I bought it. So put it somewhere around here, put your fuse in it, and run it to your relay. So I'm going to go ahead and explain this to you real quick. See all these numbers? A lot of people get, you know, overwhelmed. They get discouraged. Flip this thing over and you'll have numbers on the bottom. You tap into the power wire on the fan side. That goes to 87. Tapped into the fuse box over there. We run a wire over here. That goes to 30. We're going to ground it somewhere on the fender or somewhere in here. That's going to go to 85. Then your rocker switch in there is going to be 86. So it's pretty self-explanatory. All right, after you get all that stuff figured out, I'm actually going to try to put this switch actually right here. So I took my cover off. I'm going to go ahead and unbolt it and unplug everything. Cut it out, push it in, and go ahead and wire everything up. It's pretty self-explanatory. So you want to run a wire from your fuse box from under the dash and put it in the off position peg, and then run your fan wire to the on position peg. Pretty self-explanatory. That's how my switch is set up. And I got the switch mounted right here. I'm going to write fan on it right here so we know what it is. The only thing I got to do is tighten up the outside of this a little bit because this red thing, you can take it on and off. But it fit right in there pretty good. Flip it up. Then you turn it on when you want to turn it on. Or you can turn it back off. Wait for the temperature to rise, and the fan out there will automatically kick on by the computer. So it works both ways. You can see everything works like it should. You can flip the fan on when you want, and I let it warm up out there. It's like 30 degrees out here in West Virginia, but I let it warm up finally, and you know, the fan finally kicked on itself and all that good stuff. Everything works like it should. Like I said, I'll leave the parts that I bought in the description below. That way you know what you need. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm Cherokee Ronnie. Stay dirty, my friends.